Spider's Web, and we're going to be carrying on now with our playthrough of After Him, our mini campaign rather, for Castle Ravenloft. Now, quick correction that I need to make. I still have that one. I showed it at the end of Cattie-Brie's turn. It should have been played when I got it. I didn't play it, I've lost it, so I can't use that one, which is the plan I was going to use. So, what do we have that we can do? Well, I'm going to keep the Heartseeker stance activated, which gives me a +1 damage on a hit. And I'm going to go with Cattie-Brie. Attack each adjacent monster, then your hero takes one. Oh, I can't do that because I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to use that one then. Attack one monster within 2 tiles of your hero. You cannot attack with this power if your hero is adjacent to a monster. Okay, well, as you can see, Cattie-Brie is not adjacent to a monster. We have 2 monsters here. I'm going to go against this Blazing Skeleton. Just need to find the card for the Blazing Skeleton. Where on earth is it? It must be owned by Cat. It is indeed. So we are looking at 13 armour class and 2 hit points. So fingers crossed we hit, because that will give me the 2 hit points, because with the Heartseeker stance I get +1 damage on a hit. So it's attack of 6 against 13. I need 7. And I get 19. That would have been what was I going to say then? That would have been almost perfect, is what I was going to say. But the Blazing Skeleton has been hit with 1, plus the stance is hit with 2. So it's gone. This card comes with the 2 experience that we are needing, and a treasure card. I was just picking the wrong card up there. And the treasure is flip up one of your used powers. Damn it, she hasn't got any used powers. That could have been done for anybody, but unfortunately it's a play immediately, so there's nothing really that can use it on. There's got to be Cattie-Brie who uses it, so that was a bit of a non-starter. She's now going to move, and I don't really want her moving too much. I don't want to go into the edge and bringing out another monster, because we have this and we really need to get rid of this first of all before we can think of another monster. So I'm just going to move her 5 squares, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of her 6 to take her onto the next bone pile, but we need to draw an encounter card. And what is this encounter card going to be? Oh, Bat Swarm. If there's an environment card already in play, discard it. So there is, so we'll discard it. Do that now, and then whenever a hero attacks a monster that is not on his or her tile, that hero makes the attack roll twice and uses the lower result. Ouch. Well, really we needed to get rid of that previous encounter. Or the previous encounter card, because it's not good. But unfortunately it means that for the next turn, or next few turns shall we say, is going to be a little bit harder to actually complete anything, but we'll see what we can do. So let's now come back over to Cat. That was the end of So that was the end of Cattie-Brie's turn. So I'll move over to Cat, as I say, and let's see what we can do with Cat. Now, I'll just move Cattie-Brie's cards over a little here. Now with Cat we have, what can we do, what can we do, what can we do? When the riposte strike, use the power immediately after an adjacent monster attacks you. Well, I can't use that. You get a +1 bonus to attack rolls, well that's as normal. Attack each monster on your tile that's on this place, each monster on your tile on a tile within 1 tile of you. That's the torch. So, we're going to use Deft Strike, I think, which is going to mean that we can move 2 squares and attack 1 monster, 1 adjacent monster. In fact, no, we're going to use Backstab. Attack 1 adjacent monster. On a hit, you deal +1 damage if the monster is adjacent to another hero. So, you're going to go 1, 2. The Wraith is adjacent to Quinn, diagonally. So, on a hit, you deal +1 damage if the monster is adjacent to another hero. If you remember, the Wraith has 2 hit points. There's 15 damage, so we need at least 8. But Cat will take 1 damage if it's successful. Okay, so 15. That's it. The Wraith is gone. That's 3 experience. There we go. For the Wraith, the mini has gone, and Cat takes 2 damage. Okay, now that has oops. I'm just going to move these over to one side for the time being, because it's now Cat's movement phase. Now the reason I'm saying it's Cat's movement phase is because the instructions on the attack say that she can move. Oh no, it's not. Sorry. No, I changed it, didn't I? I changed it to backstab, so that was her movements over and done with. So it's now time for an encounter. Oh, sorry. First of all, a treasure. Because she killed the Wraith. Play this blessing immediately. Until the end of your next hero phase, each hero gains a bonus to attack rolls equal to the number of monsters on his or her tile. We're getting these really, really bad ones, aren't we? We're getting ones that sound really good, but they're useless. We just killed the monster that was on that tile, but never mind. Never mind. Okay, so Quinn has his turn. I'm going to leave this blessing card out. And I think we're having a bit of a non-round on this one, I think. So it would seem. So what do we have? Well, let's look, shall we? nothing really that Quinn can do except move. He has a speed of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to take the plunge and turn over the next card. And this tile is the Lonely Crypt. Okay, so it's the Lonely Crypt that we're placing down. So we'll place that there. We now put the monster for that tile, which is the young vampire. We found our prey, our quarry. When I'm placing this, it goes adjacent to the oh dear, the tomb that's on there, the coffin, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put him there for no reason, and his card comes into play. The tactics involved are: the young vampire activates at the start of each villain phase. Well, if you've played this game before, you already know that. If the young vampire is adjacent to a hero, it attacks that hero with claws and fangs. If the young vampire is within one tile of 2 or more heroes, it attacks each hero within one tile of it with a hypnotic gaze. If the young vampire is on a start tile, the active hero takes 1 damage, otherwise the young vampire moves 1 tile in the direction of the tile's triangle. Well, it's the vampire's turn, and he attacks as he is within 1 tile of 2 or more heroes with a hypnotic gaze. It's a +6 attack and it causes 2 damage. We'll place the hero 1 tile deeper into the dungeon. So what happens is, when he moves along the the direction that the arrow is pointed on the tile. So I'm going to leave the young vampire card there as reference. It's a +6 attack and it attacks 2 characters, Quinn and Cattie-Brie. So we're going to be using our usual brown for Quinn, red for Cattie-Brie. Let's see how much damage gets caused here. Well, 6 + 6 is 12 for Quinn. He has an armor class of 17. Nothing happens there. 12 + 6 is 18. What happens with Cattie-Brie? Well, she's now in a class of 16. She has 1 hit point left. Gets turned over. And her model lays down. At the start of the next turn, which is coming up rather rapidly, she can stand up, use the healing surge, and then continue with her turn. But the vampire has to move. Cattie-Brie was on the bone pile, so the vampire can go anywhere on this square, so I'm going to put him on this corner here. And that is the end of the young vampire's turn. It is now down to Cattie-Brie. Well, I think what is going to happen is, for Cattie-Brie, she's going to use that healing surge. This is gone. She stands up, does a little dance, and gets on with her move. What is Cattie-Brie going to do? As if I need to ask. So, let us just first of all sort her card out. She has a surge value of 4, which means we turn over 4 of these tokens. That is her remaining life. She has to contend with the Bat Swarm. Whenever a hero attacks a monster who is not on his or her tile, that hero makes the attack roll twice. That isn't an issue with this because they're on the same tile. There's also the heroic stand. And she has her cards. So, what I want to know is, basically, what do you want Cattie-Brie to do? We are reaching the end of this game, whether for good or bad. Things are coming to a head. Will we succeed? Will we fail? Time will tell. Each character has almost as much hit points left. Cat is the worst off with 3. Cattie-Brie and Quinn both have 4. Can they survive the attacks of the young vampire? Can they make it to the secret stairway and out of the dungeon? Let's find out. What should Cattie-Brie do? But until next time, take care, God bless, and bye for now.